good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One.
Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd waters, bound with Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Guarantee we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow for the pregame show. No catch, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your man them. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Knicks dripping. Knicks feel, you know we fit the description. It's the OG, Olan, and Anobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping the Knick drip. Real Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. It's the pregame show. Divine, Shaw Powers, Knicks, Dallas Mavericks at the world most famous arena at 7:30 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, game time. You know what it is, man. So we're gonna get in here today and break it all down. Haven't seen you guys in a couple of days. Salute to everybody. Anyway, good to see you guys in the chat and everything like that. On Diaz, my man, salute to you as well. Krim's dad, everybody, man. Salute to you guys. And thank y'all for coming in. And my man, Shaw Powers, my partner. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling tonight?
Everything good, Divine, man. Salute to you as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. It's game day, man. Knicks are going to get it popping today, man. Going out here and try to win another game and to get the 2 in a row after winning the other day, man. And after the comeback, the fake comeback against the Wizards tried to pull on us. But you know what? We're going to get in here tonight, man, and try to get in here and get a W, man, and get back to another win, get us to 45-26. And just staying right there with Indiana creeping a little bit, but, you know, able to tread water and stay in that third spot. So, you know, hopefully go out there tonight and have a good game, man, and everybody get it popping. I think Deuce and Bride will be out. We'll talk about that later on. But other than that, just good to be in the building with everybody, man. We got Knicks basketball going on right now. It's always good when we can get in here with the ladies and gentlemen in the chat and everybody where you're streaming in from. Salute to you guys and appreciate you coming in. Just to talk Knicks basketball, Shop Howard. That's what we do. We talk Knicks basketball for an hour. I'm talking about all and everything that's involved with the Knicks, whether it's a game day or whatever. But tonight, I'm really looking for our team to start getting ready for the playoffs. So, you know, start getting repping up their mindset and their game and start getting locked in. Because right now, I think we know when it comes to 11, 10 games left, that's when you really, really start getting there. So, you know, we know after tonight, it'll be like 10 games less. 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, the season will be over. We get ready to head on into the postseason. You know, so I'm looking forward to the game tonight, man. What's your thoughts on the game tonight and all that good stuff?
Yeah, tonight is a Knicks basketball game, and we just have to pay attention to what they do and you know how they affect the game. You know what I mean? About team basketball. And you know, I think with a couple of days off, a day off or so, you know, to really rest, you know, get some things together. You know what I mean? Get Kohler maybe on the court with a couple of the starters. You know what I mean, in a scrimmage game or something like that, can fare well for us. So you know, I'm happy about what the Knicks is gonna do. You know what I mean? We gotta start picking up some wins though. We really do gotta start picking up some wins because we got some people ankle biting around here and stuff like that. So we need to pick up some wins and play some team basketball.
Yeah, like my wife say, following you around like a little puppy dog. Yeah, that's what we got. Indiana follows around like a little puppy dog. But come on, Indiana. So good, man. But we okay, man. I think we be fine. We just continue to go hard, like you said, man. Win these games, each and every one that we can, Hopefully we win way more than we lose, and we go into the season feeling good. But let me pause for a minute to say salute to the chat again. Andaya, Darren, what's good? Chop Low, Supreme System, what's popping, my man? Salute to you as well. Salute to everybody to build a Rasu. Rasu, what's good, my man? Salute to you. Jermaine, JR, what's popping, man? Salute to you as well. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty interesting thing without Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we done missed the captain for like 9 games, probably 10 tonight. Because of an ankle injury, but you know what? We was able to tread water a little bit, man. We tread water. We didn't go under. That's a good thing. Which I know a lot of the fan base was worried about, what we're going to go under without Jalen Brunson. But our team found a way to, stay resilient. Lost some games we shouldn't have lost per se, but we also found a way to not, fold under pressure. And we won the game the other night, man. So I think we 5-4 without Jalen Brunson right now. Hopefully we can make it 6-4 tonight. And he getting good news on his front that though the Knicks not going to rush him back, but they say he's making really good progress. That's a good thing, So we just got to continue to tread water, man. Stay on and to keep our head above water and just win as many games as we can. And at the same time, prepare yourself to get your game right for the postseason, especially really Mitch. With him the way he's going to be rounded back into shape for the postseason because he just got back. So I'm feeling good about that as well. He probably time the playoffs get here, he won't be on no minute restriction or nothing. He just be ready to roll into the playoffs. And I think that's what we was looking for. So salute to the Knicks for doing what they did with Mitchell Robinson by bringing him along slowly, not rushing him back, letting him get here when it was ready for him to get here. And I think we do the same thing with Jalen Brunson. I think we'll be okay. And Deuce McBride as well, whatever the case may be. I don't know how long you're going to be out, and obviously Shaw Howard. That for the last couple of games, we wondered what was hindering Deuce. That's really what it was with that hamstring, with that growing. And injury. Sometimes you play through them, but that don't mean you're not going to be at your best when you play through them. So but he was able to play through them. But I'm glad they rested him down. Now Tyler Coley gets to get some mental campaign moved into the first unit. Campaign played a good game the other night. So did Tyler Coley. Granted, it's the Washington Wizards, but NBA is the NBA. What's your thoughts on what's been going on since Jalen Brunson went down, and now that where we at to get ready for the game tonight? Anything that you're not happy about for us what the Knicks been doing since Jalen Brunson went down?
No, they've been trying to get out there and win games, and I think Brunson may be, they're saying end of the month, beginning of the month, maybe he'll come back on April Fool's for us. Maybe April Fool's us around the April 1st or something like that. Maybe he'll give it to April Fool's or something like that. Or maybe there's be some speculation he coming to play on April Fool or around the 1st or something like that. With him coming back, but like you said tonight, is the basis is on Payne and it's on Tyler. And those guys got to get out there and perform. They had a very good game last game, and in order to stay in Tom Thibodeau's circle of trust, you're going to have to go out there tonight and have a good game, against a team like this, kind of decimated and stuff like that. I'm not sure who's going to play tonight. I think I've seen some other things on and off today, but we'll get to the breakdown. So we have to go into this game as a team, and we got a lot of healthy players, and we need to win. I'm not sure if Mitch is playing tonight. I think he may. I don't know. I guess we get to it in the breakdown. I would rather him play the back-to-back game than this game tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the Clippers are the more challenging team for us.
Right.
I agree with you on that one because the Clippers got obviously they are who they are. So, and I agree with you. I think wait for him tomorrow. But if he ready to go, send him in there. One thing I like it was crazy to me, Shop Howard, which is important. Like right now, you're missing 35 points, almost 10 assists between Jalen Brunson and Deuce McBride, ladies and gentlemen. So, missed them to granted, my man got Deuce McBride on the number night, but it took a collective effort to get Jalen Brunson, whether Cat having more, Anunoby having more, or Bridges having more, or Hart or somebody. So we got to remember that our team is literally missing 35 points a game between Jalen Brunson's numbers and Deuce McBride's numbers. So that's why we got to hope that these guys come out tonight and keep doing what they're doing. I think you might get a little bit more. You might get a couple of more buckets from Tyler Cole. I think Tyler Cole knocks down some threes tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I really believe that.
I think he's going to. I think.
I think you see Tyler Cole probably give you a little bit more scoring production tonight. I think getting that game under his belt probably ease his soul a little bit. So, and I think Campaign just continue to do what he did the other night. Just Campaign giving them numbers. I'm happy. You know what I mean? That was a good game by him. And I think we're going to need all that to beat the Dallas Mavericks. Like, granted, they without everybody, not everybody, but the major ones. But at the same time, they just beat the Nets the other night. You know what I mean? So they still 35 and 36. They still fighting for something. But losing Kyrie Irving, obviously, and AD, I think he won't play tonight, but he'll be back. But we won't see him tonight. But they still have a formidable team down there. Klay Thompson still down there.
He's still there.
A lot of guys down there.
Dinwiddie,
right? Handy. They got guys who can get it done down there. But they lost a lot too. You talking about, losing Luka, losing AD and Kyrie Irving. That's a tough pill to swallow. So I'm hoping that the Knicks, just like the good thing about they missing players, we missing players. Listen, they missing their best player. One of their best players than Kyrie Irving. We was missing Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson. But obviously AD is a whole different animal. You know what I mean? So they would have had a phenomenal team. Man. I thought they would, even though people were mad at the Luka thing, I get it. But I think Kyrie and Anthony Davis would have been a problem though with Daniel Gafford.
So
So
with Klay
problem tonight. Yeah, we don't have that problem tonight, so that's good for us. Just from a Knicks perspective. But I just thought that tonight we got to go out there and just win the game. Shot power. We need this win to get to 45 wins, and keep creeping until we get to 50, and then we take it from there. Get to 50, get to 50 wins. Everything after that is going to be a plus to me. Because I thought without Jalen Brunson that we would get to 50. Anything after 50 would be a plus without Jalen Brunson. So that's why I want every game to count. We got to get it tonight. I think we go in there and cross T's, dot I's, play hard tonight, get it popping. Salute to the chat, man. Fabian, what's good? Nick Yak, my man, what's good? What's good? HRMX the Great, what's popping? Salute to everybody in the chat. Rasul said, he's not playing. Rasul, AD is out, if I'm not mistaken. Chop low, everybody. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. Y'all start early with them like and subscribe buttons, man. Run them up for your brothers, man. Real talk. We in here. Y'all in here. Everybody in here, man. Knicks in the garden tonight, so it should be fun, man. Just to go out there and win the game and see some Knicks basketball. We haven't seen some. But other than that, Shop I'm just excited about the game tonight. I really am, man. One, we get to see some Knicks basketball, and one, our team coming off of 2 days rest, a couple of days, was able to rest their bodies and ache and pains and all that good stuff. So I think that's going to be fun as well. So I'm really looking forward to tonight, man. It's game day. Knicks about to go in there and try to get it popping against some guys, man. So I'm hoping that they go in there and do what they do tonight and they win that game. I'll be okay, man. What's your thoughts on that game tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking for them to play sharp tonight. You know what I mean? Concise. Play with urgency of winning tonight. I mean, I think these guys had a couple of days off, and now they probably had a chance to work a little bit of things out since they don't have Brunson tonight. So I'm expecting for them to come out not lagging in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. I mean, a big number in the first quarter, 28, 32 points in the first quarter. You know what I mean? Something out the ordinary. I mean, get to a good start. I mean, I think the with Payne in there playing the point, he actually moves the ball. You know what I mean? And he can shoot. So we need some help from him tonight. And like you said, Divine, I think Tyler gets some shots up tonight. Mm-hmm. I think the other game that he had, even with that last little layup that he got the and one when he kissed it off the window, I think he wants to get out there and perform tonight. And if you want to stay in the graces, if you want to stay in that circle of trust, tonight is a big night for you to get out there and get 11 points and 7 assists and 3 or 4 rebounds and a steal or 2. This is a perfect night for those numbers on your stat sheet to stay in that circle of trust for another game or so before Deuce comes back. That's a good way to get in there. So this is a big game for Payne and for Tyler Kolek. Both of these guys got to show what they got. I mean, because if one fails, that is going to be the first one to sit the bench and when Deuce come back. So tonight is a big night for those guys tonight. You know what I mean? But I think our guys are, this guy that you got on the thing, I think he's going to come out and scorch earth tonight, man. He's been playing great, shooting the ball a little bit better, knocking down shots, playing hella defense. And, I like the matchups when they're out there when Mitch is on the court. So let's get it, man. I do hope that Mitch is off tonight and he plays tomorrow. If they're playing a back-to-back, I mean, what it is, but I would prefer Mitch to be in the game tomorrow than tonight's game.
Yeah, real talk. For me, Tyler Kolek, I think once you get your foot wet, you get a little bit of comfort, familiarity with the way the game is moving. So when he come in tonight, he won't be he won't be surprising to him. He know he just got to go out there and do what he do. Like they say, like everybody here from the Knicks locker room, he stays ready. You know, he always put the work in. You know, and when your number's called, you answer the bell. He has done that. And these guys did a good job. And obviously, you can't replace Brunson and McBride like that. But what you could do is give us your best to at least cut it in half, for say. And I think between Tyler Kolek and Cameron Payne, I think we will handle assists with no problem. I think even though Jalen Brunson get you 7, but you know what? I think Cam Payne can get you 7. If Cam Payne would give you 4 or 5 off the bench or 4 or whatever, I think Tyler Kolek give you that. So I'm good there. It's just a scoring part of it, you know. But that's why we got, like you said, we got Mikal Bridges, Towns, we got Anunoby and Hartnum to make up the chip in with some of the scoring. So that, you know, if Jalen Brunson was putting up 26 points, well, you know what? We need 6 extra points for every one of you do. You know what I mean? Hypothetically. And with the number that with the point guard giving you, so even if Mikal give you 3 extra, 4 extra, Towns give you 3 or 4 extra, and Anunoby give you 3 or 4 extra or whatever, but then the point guard who's taking Jalen Brunson's spot give you half his number, then that would Jalen Brunson 26 points. Let's hope that we can find a way to come to the collective, because that's what it's about. Do this thing collectively and try to get these numbers. I think we'd be okay, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm really looking forward for a really good game tonight. Like I said, we can't sleep on nobody because everybody is the NBA players, and you don't want to take that chance. Let me Nostalgic is in the building. Nostalgic was good, my brother. Salute, everybody, man. Real talk. So we see how it goes tonight, man. I'm looking forward to them getting it popping tonight. I think they run them up tonight. I really do. One thing I can say, when Knicks off with a day rest or two, they usually come out and perform well. The game after that, you know, a lot like they did in Washington. They had a bad 2-game stretch. They got a day off. Got them legs together, came back out that next day and went crazy. And I think that's important for us. So, let's see how it goes, man. I think this is definitely a winnable game. I think we will win the game, and just move on to the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, the season is almost over. The season is almost over, man. 11 games to go, 10 before you know it. After tomorrow it'll be 10, then, like, wow. After next week it'll be 5. You know what I mean? So good season so far, man, and I'm good. Just get ahead and clinch this thing, man. Get to the playoffs and clinch this thing and get the captain back, and get Mitchell getting it up a little bit more and everybody else, and then we go in there and put up a shut power. So, but tonight we got to go out there and cross T's and dot I's and play Knicks basketball and win the game, and then move on to the next.
Yeah, the game. With the guys tonight, I think, like I said, I think they'll be a little sharper tonight. You know what I mean? I think they'll be, more in sync, back on that string again. I'm hoping for these guys to have a good shooting night tonight. You know what I mean? Inside and outside. You know what I mean? I kind of want this game to be over kind of early. You know what I mean? I really kind of, I kind of want this game to be over a little early. Massive rebounders tonight. You know what I mean? The good thing about Mitch playing tonight is that we may see they'll probably have Cat and whatchamacallit on the court together against this team. I don't want to say a lesser team than the Clippers, but they in reality, score wise, the Clippers I think are a little better than this team. So I really think rebounding is a must tonight. I mean, rebounding is a must. So I think we're gonna fare well tonight. I don't have nothing to really say. I'm trying to think of some negatives if there are some, because I think with the rest, it shows every time that the Knicks get a little bit of rest, they come back out the next game very effective, and that's what I'm hoping to see tonight.
Yeah. Other than anything we trapping tonight, ain't no trap game going on. I think it's pretty much should be pretty much like you said it is. But I think we come out to play tonight, no question about it. We've been playing hard all year long. I don't see us changing now. Like I said, you go through your peaks and valleys, you go through your good wins, your bad losses, all that stuff right there. For the foremost, we've been 18 over better than we 26 under in bad games or whatever. Some games we had to go to the nail biter, but we got it. I'm happy with the resiliency of the team. What I need to see tonight is them gearing up for the playoffs tonight. In other words, you're supposed to go out there and take this team out of here tonight. And I mean, that's just the way it is. I think they played last night against the Nets, if I'm not mistaken. So if they played against the Nets last night, we coming off 2 days rest, it definitely won't be no leg stuff. You know what I mean? But it ain't that. It ain't no excuse from a stamina standpoint. They missing players, we missing players. We go out there and represent and get this win. That's what it's all about. Get this win, man. We be 19 games over going into the Clipper game tomorrow. That's the game I really want. So that's why I think I'm with you. We need to get this thing done early. Get Daddy A and all them dudes in there. Let the bench sit back. Let the stars sit back on the bench and have some fun and joke and laugh because they played a good game they won. So they got a right to laugh and smile and wow out on the bench while the young guys in there getting some burn for the last 5-6 minutes. That's what I'm going to see. I'm hoping to see. And I think we do that, we'd be okay, man. Let's look at the stats right quick and everything. Let's compare these numbers and all that good stuff. We get back into it, man. It's Devon Shaw Powers, the chat. Salute to everybody. Jay Chosen, I see you in there, my man. Eyeballs to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. Let's talk about it, man, real quick. Let's get this. See what these cats numbers is like. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right here. If y'all see that from my standpoint, Dallas Mavericks, ladies and gentlemen, 35 and 37, 2 games under 500. New York Knicks 44 and 26, 18 games over 500. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 70 games played for us. They have played 72 games. We are at 44 and 26. That's 70 games into the second, 12 left, 11 after tonight. They are 11th in the standings. We are 3rd in the standings in the NBA. They 15th and 15 and 21 away from home. We are 23 and 11 at home. Good home record this year. I'm happy about that as well. They 11th in offense rating. We 5th. But I think that offense rate for both teams is a little bit, I don't want to say deceiving. It's not the actual number because they've been missing Kyrie for a while. We've been missing Brunson. So I think the numbers change if you take it all in totality. But as of right now, we still 5th. So our offense didn't suffer that much without Jalen Brunson, which is good. Salute to the team for holding that down while he was injured. We still are 5th in the association. They're 19th in defense. We at 13, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping that we can get up to the 10th spot for the playoff. I'll take that and be enrolled with that. They're 16th in net rating, and we are 7th in net rating in the NBA. So overall, our numbers has been fairly same. Only thing different, we kind of slipped off maybe 2 points without Jalen Brunson offensively overall, but I don't think that was only with Jalen Brunson. I think we was in a little bit of offense quagmire with them 3-point shots not too long ago. But our defense rating is moving up. They 13th. That's good. I mean, maybe like 3 weeks ago that was 25th. They turned it around since the All-Star break, and they really have been playing some good defense. So they're right there 13th right now. And I think that probably overall they probably higher than that. Overall, it's just net rating. It's just a rating. But overall, I think their defense have improved substantially since the All-Star break. But I think that's for me, Shaw Powers. You look at the numbers these two teams got. In a nutshell, we should beat them. When you talk about our offense is better than theirs, and obviously our defense is better than theirs, but that don't mean nothing on any given night. If you don't play the right way, then all that really is irrelevant, But for the most part, I do think that we should go out here and get these guys out of here tonight, and having to come off of 2 days rest. And them guys, like I said, they just played the other night, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm looking for a good win tonight.
Rasul, is that an injury or is that protocol that he has on? I think I didn't see any injury. Right. Okay. Rest. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it rest? I think it's the rest. Yeah, I think it's the rest. I didn't see anything that would have been on everybody's Instagram and all the X and all that have been. I didn't see anything about him being hurt. I hope they hold him out this game and let him play next game against the Clippers. I would prefer that myself.
Well, real quick, on a different note, ladies and gentlemen, on a different note, travel vibes, thoughts and prayers, my brother, to you, your family, and
oh man,
and all that, brother. And that's from the heart right there. I'm not saying it just to be saying that. Real talk, travel vibes, and nothing like losing a loved one. So I mean, salute to you, man. Rest in power to your grandmother, and stand strong, my brother. But go ahead and enjoy the family. When you got to mourn, you got to mourn. When you got to do everything you got to do. But just always keeping your thoughts and prayers, my man. But salute to my man, travel by travel, man. Real talk, brother. Peace. Yeah, man. Salute to the rest of the chat, man. But we with you, travel vibe. We got you, my brother. We here. Yeah, man. But we just gotta keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Try to get to this place where we want to go, which is obviously the NBA playoffs. And I think we do that, we'd be okay. Let's look at what they got going on, drip and who's starting all that, who's not, that we get back at it. Ladies and gentlemen, they are in their white drip tonight out there for the Dallas Mavericks. We are in the blue drip with the orange letters tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, I'm going too fast. Projector starter for them, ladies and gentlemen. Klay Thompson, Spencer Dinwiddie, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall. Watch out for Najee. He can get down, ladies and gentlemen. I like the way he played. Kai Jones also. So they got NBA ball players there. They got one of the best shooters that ever did it on their team, Klay Thompson. They got Dinwiddie who can get buckets, PJ Washington who can play the forward spot pretty good. Not pretty good. He played good. Excuse me. Najee Marshall is a really interesting player. He's like a Deuce McBride to me, but with a bag though. He's like a Deuce McBride to me with a bag. I mean, he can really score the ball. Powerful too. Powerful for his height. So we have his handful with Najee tonight. I can guarantee you that. For the New York Knicks tonight, ladies and gentlemen, projected campaign, Josh Hart, Mikal, OG, and Carl Anthony Towns. Salute to all them guys, man. OG stepping up big time. Mikal doing what he's doing. Cat just continue doing what he's doing. Josh Hart, we doing Josh Hart things, man. But the Edmonton was crazy. Look at that starting lineup, Shop Powers. Think about this here. Watch when you replace 6 and 9 with 26. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? When Jalen Brunson come back, you see that 6.9 right there, that becomes 26.9 or 26 point something. And then when you put that in there, your team back to scoring over stand at 100 a game down there. That's crazy. So we know that's how much we miss Jalen Brunson. But like I said, these guys right making up for OG now. He probably give you 20 a game. Mikal give you close to 20. Cat had a couple of 30s, so it did make this number right here look a little better. But I'm glad that campaign is in there. But that lets you know when Jalen Brunson get back, it's a wrap. Injury report, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Davis out. Dante Exum out. They are decimated. Daniel Gafford out. Kyrie Irving out for the season. Derek Lively out. They are decimated, man. It's unbelievable. Look at this. Caleb Martin out. PJ Washington, game time decision. Brandon Williams, game time decision. Olivier, game time decision. Jalen Brunson out. Ariel Huckaparty out. McBride out. Rich Robbins, a game time decision, ladies and gentlemen. He's not out. It's a game time decision, ankle. And so that's the injury report and everything for the night, ladies and gentlemen. I like the numbers I've seen there, and I think we got enough firepower there to go do what we do, regardless of whom or what. And these guys, like I said, if Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving didn't get hurt, I would tell you that was my sleeper team to go to the finals in the West. I kid you not. These two, them dudes right there with Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, a healthy Anthony Davis, I thought they were going to cause a lot of problems in the West. I know everybody got OKC and all them up there and down, but listen, man, them boys are a handful. They like us, 2 of the top 5 at every position in that team. I'm talking about at the center and the forward, at the center and a guard spot. Kyrie Irving, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Davis, Carl Anthony Towns. You had 2 guys at their position that was top 5 probably in the NBA at their position. So that's why I thought they were going to be dangerous, because they had 2 1As there, just like we do. And I thought they would have been really good. But other than that, man, they are decimated. So, but you know what? That's their problem, not ours. We got to go in there and get it popping tonight, real talk. I don't care who they injured. I don't care. Let Mark Cuban them lace up the sneakers. I don't give a shit. NYC B-ball. Let's appreciate you, my brother. Real talk. What's good? NY, my man. Thank you for the super chat as always. You already know. So everybody in chat, man, hit that button, man. We wired up, we fired up, ready to get it going, man. Nick's ready to get it going. We're ready to get this thing popping, man. So Shaw Power just had to go out there and do the damn thing tonight, man. Give me your thoughts on what you've seen on these injury reports and all this good stuff that we just talked about.
Yeah, I hope Mitch is out. I hope he's out tonight, and I hope he's out tonight and he plays tomorrow. That's the only thing. You know what I mean? Everybody else, I'm hoping to see tonight. I think the guys going to play sharp basketball tonight. I'm trying to drill that in the hole. I think they're going to get out there and be sharp tonight. That's what I'm hoping. So other than Mitch, no worries. I think we're going to get out there and run amok on them tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game. Like I said, you never take nobody for granted. But I know these guys as NBA ball players, they're going to come play tonight. We're going to come play tonight. Real talk, man. But let me continue as always. Salute to the chat. On Dias, Jay Chosen, my man. See you in a minute. Travel by, man. Blessings, my brother. Doug Fresh, NYC, B-Boy, Rasul, Nick Yak, the whole chat. That's where it's at, man. Real talk. Chris Rowe, my man. Eyeballs. I see you too, my brother. Real talk. Everybody, man. Salute to all you guys. Thank y'all for coming in. It's the pregame show. Divine, Shot Powers, the chat. Knicks and Dallas Mavericks at the world most famous arena. Just another game on a doctrine, ladies and gentlemen. There's one we will have to win to get to 45 wins. And be able to do it without some of our guys who's out tonight. 3 of our guys who's so important to our rotation: Mitchell Robinson, Malcolm McBride. Well, Mitchell Robinson game time decision, but anyway, even Haka Purdy out. Haka Purdy was starting to get into his zone before he got injured. That was up, but he might be back for the playoff because he's not ruled out for the season, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why another reason why maybe the Knicks is not bringing nobody up neither, because they know Haka Purdy will be back. And they might feel that that's what they want there. Because he's not out for the season, he's just out until the season's over, I guess. The regular season anyway. We'll see how it goes, man. But I'm looking for Tyler Coleman to get it popping tonight, man. I'm really looking for these guys to go out there and get on their A game tonight, and just win a game tonight, and get down to 11 games left, man. I think the Knicks go out there to play what they do what they do. Excuse me. I think we're gonna be clicking on all cylinders. I think Cat gonna have it big tonight. I'm quite sure. I think Anunoby gonna be on whoever they power forward is. He's gonna make it tough on them tonight. Anunoby's been playing really good basketball for the Knicks, man. You can't say enough about him. But all this stuff might be different in the off season. We don't know what's gonna go on in the off season, but we all depends how we finish this. All depends how we finish this year. But I think we set up. I think we set up for the future. But it starts tonight to me. Just to win the game tonight, man, and then we take it one day at a time. But I'm looking for Nick to get it popping tonight. I'm looking for Mikhail to continue doing what he's doing. I'm looking for Anunoby to continue doing what he's doing. Shot Powers, Cat's been playing decent ball. And these guys are filling in their roles. Like we said earlier, I think Tyler Kohler have a little bit more points tonight. I think he might knock down a couple of threes tonight. He's gonna do what he do from a distributing standpoint. I'm looking for Campaign to kind of do the same thing. Just bring the same energy that he brought from the other game. If them two do that tonight, Shop out, then I know this game is definitely going to be a blowout. If Tyler Kolek and Campaign could give us what they gave them the other game and a little more, I think this game would be one of them things we have to worry about.
Yeah, I'm expecting for that. I'm expecting Cat to have a phenomenal game tonight as well. Mm-hmm. No real bigs down there that I could think of on their team that could probably contest Cat as well. And if Tyler comes to play basketball tonight and Payne shows up tonight, it's going to be a good night, for the guys tonight. And another person that I'm hoping that they can, every time I get down on him, he showed me up and stuff. I hope Larry Shamet come out tonight. His defense is stellar, but I need him to put some balls in the basket, And if he come out and get 6-8 points tonight, I'll be real happy to see that tonight.
Well, let me bring in the man who always got the culinary skills popping in the kitchen all the time. Jay Chosen, Mr. Culinary. What's good, my man?
What's good, big dog?
Oh, what do you say, brother?
What's up, big dog?
Chilling, man. The culinary skills is chopping it up. Putting a little chalk because I'm ready for real talk. That's how it go. Listen, man. Hold on. It's just in. Hold on. We're live on Nick's Real Talk, everybody. So, listen, man, I'm excited. It's windy out here. Listen, I'm excited. Kolek is dropping 46 tonight. With 22 assists. All of them going to be bounce passes. I'm hyped, man. I heard nothing about Mitch. I think it's a rest. I think that of course, right away my heart fell into my socks. So I just think it's a back-to-backer. You know, we're getting ready for the our drive to the playoffs. I don't know. I know Devon does this. You know, and Trout too. I think. You know, I'm watching. I'm not just watching our games. You know, I'm watching where people are positioning, where things that are happening, and you know, Divine, can we take it for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take care of it for the chef, man. We here, man. Listen, Brian Acosta, thank you for the super chat, my man. As always, you always representing for it. We appreciate you, Brian. Like I said, it goes without being noticed, man. You know, it goes a long way. We appreciate you, real talk. Yeah, I got you, Jay. Yeah, man. But like I said, what I was saying before I gave it to Jay is like, you know, we just got to go out there and play Knicks basketball for 48 minutes tonight. Go out there, have some fun with it. Blow these cats out. Hopefully, you know, they just played the other night. They beat the Nets 120 to 101. You know, so like I said, we can't take it for granted because Nets have been playing. Nets not playing bad basketball. They're obviously not playing great, but they've been playing much better since they made them trades. I think they feel more free. They know they're not really going nowhere. They were fighting for the play-in for a while, so they played them last night and they gave it to them. So you definitely can't take this team for granted, ladies and gentlemen. They still a talented team. They still got a talented coach. Jason Kidd coaching them guys. Still got Klay Thompson. Like I said, Najee Marshall can get buckets. Got PJ Washington. You know, he can knock them down. It's just another NBA team. It's just another NBA team. So we got to get it popping. Let me give it back to the Mr. Culinary over here, man. What's good, man? It's on you, brother.
Yes, sir. So listen, what I was really trying to finish, I got, you know, that always freaks me out, that private. But I never pick them up, but somebody said they were going to give me a ring about some business stuff. Anyway, listen, I've been watching these other games. You see that Tatum went down. You see that other, you know, stuff like this. I'm really interested. We got to take care of business. Like every single game, you know, it's a long season. You got to stand on business no matter what. But of course they're going to get tired. Right now, the object is to keep the third seed. And I'm really interested in seeing what's happening above us and what's happening below. Because that really, if we stand on business the way we're supposed to, the way we can, the way the Knicks can, you know, the way they've been doing the majority of the thing. Look at our score. Look at our record. Remember, we didn't start with the defensive center. We didn't start with a starting center. We didn't start with we had a pretty lousy bench all year. We didn't even have a backup power forward or a backup center for months. And look where we are. So right now, I'm an excited character. I'm a very hyped Italian. I feel very good about this stuff, but we got to stand on business. And we have to keep putting in the work. Something I was thinking about funny, I was going to shoot a text Chaz, though. You remember when we were mentioning, like, when he looks down the bench, when Thibodeau looked down the bench? Well, now he sees somebody else down that bench. Before, when we were saying, you know, it kind of stopped that pain. It stopped that pain. You know, he didn't really go past all that. I really am looking forward to. I'm very hopeful for another good 15, 20 minutes, maybe out of Kolek, to share that backdrop tonight. If he's impressive, then I really think he's locking the circle.
This game for Payne and for Tyler tonight is very big.
Huge.
Because if whosoever performs tonight is going to be more of a look at than ever. You know what I mean? If Payne doesn't step up his game and Cole step up his game, then when you look down that bench, it's going to be a different look. So I'm hoping that both these guys really, really, really play very well tonight. You know what I mean? Because there's time for Kolek, and we definitely going to need Payne. And I think for me, Payne is the guy that we go into the playoffs with. You know what I mean? Unless surprisingly tonight, Kohler get out there and have that, like you said, 23 points and 11 assists and stuff.
48.
some crazy outlandish numbers or something like that. Then it'll be a different look down that bench.
Yeah, real tough.
What you think about that, Divine?
I think if these cats continue to play well, like you guys said, I think they're just a good problem to have. You know what I mean? For me, Ted had a problem. You got a good problem. Campaign stinking up the joint that day. Kohler, Campaign, you good. I'll see you tomorrow. You ain't lose your spot, but you're losing your spot tonight for the next couple of hours, whatever. Bring Kohler in there and get it popping. If Kohler's sticking up the joint, Kohler, we had to bring Campaign in tonight. You know what I mean? So it's a good problem to have. It really is. That's what I'm glad that he get to show and prove, because I do believe Campaign is more seasoned when it comes to this playoff stuff and in the NBA and knowing the players and knowing how to really get down. Because we always got to look at everything, or put everything in the equation when it comes to these two. Obviously, Campaign is a way better defender. He got a little bit more size, a little bit more experience. But what I like about Tyler Kohler got some heart though, and I think that's going to travel well for where him and Jalen Brunson don't make up in stature. They make up it with heart though. They do cats go hard. They ain't scared to go out there and mix it up. Tyler Kohler, you see what happened to you last night. Tyler Kohler, he mixed it up with them dudes last night, and he got that and one. And then with some big boys around him. So I think that's a good thing about him. He's definitely going to be a New York Knicks backup point guard. I don't see why not. The only way I don't see him being a backup point guard in New York, they trade him. You cannot send that young man in the bench. Yeah, you can't do that because it's not fair to him. Good as he playing, good as he will be playing. So I think they're doing the right way. Just to answer your question, Chop Powers, I do. Tibbs got an extra tool in the belt. You know what I mean? Now he can look down the bench like you said. Okay, you know what? I need a screwdriver. I got another screwdriver down there. You know what I mean? I need a hammer. You know, and I think that's good. I'm gonna call Tyler Kohler the screwdriver because he come in and tighten shit up and get them motherfuckers.
I like it. The screwdriver. I'm feeling that.
You know, it's interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me 1 minute. Pick it back off a topic, and it's not about the game, but it's about the NBA. Much as we harp on Ted about playing players and all that, the Boston Celtics already clinched the playoff spot. But see, they still playing their top players. See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Because it's the NBA. Much as we talk about Ted playing these players, these dudes already clinched the playoff spot, and they play, and Jason Tatum, he got injured. Shit happens to the NBA. That's all I want to say, because, when players get injured, some people want to say, well, the coach played them too long. Well, that's the case. They should be drilling my man ass because they already clinched the playoff spot, and they're not catching Cleveland. So, and that just put that out to think about that. They're not going to catch Cleveland, and you already clinched a playoff spot. Maybe you should have rested Jason Tatum. That's what we were saying. Well, we shouldn't have played Cattle. We shouldn't have played McKellar. We shouldn't have played Brunson. But that's how coaches do, man, because them cats get paid to keep the fans happy. So it's hard to sit players because the NBA like, listen, these people paying $100, $300, $400, $500 ticket to come see these boys. You better let them play that night. You know what I mean? It's hard to sit these
players. I told you my story.
Yeah. It's hard to play them players, man, when them fans be wanting to come to see them. I like to say that Jason Tatum thing. I don't know how long he's going to be out, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know. But it's just part of the NBA. I didn't even think Jalen Brunson was going to step on Austin Reeves' foot that night. But shit happens. So we got to kind of deal with it when it comes. But hope he get well, man. He's part of the NBA. With him, without him, I want the Knicks to go in there and try to get at him. But if he don't play, it definitely makes the Knicks chance easier in the second round. But hopefully it's not. I don't want to even go out like that because I order to be the best. You got to beat the best. I don't care about the third seed. If we gonna walk, we just get somebody say, because this is all you're gonna hear next year. One for Jason Tatum. Y'all when it got there. So I hope he play. And when we bust their butt to get there, I mean, I ain't trying to hear all that. Oh yeah, y'all got it, but y'all got there without Jason Tatum. Well,
you know what? No matter what, they're gonna say something. So I don't really give a damn. Listen, I agree 1,000%. I've always said this. Two things. One, I've never rooted for any player to get hurt. I am a devout fan of all my teams. I dislike the Cowboys so much. I've never rooted for any of them to get hurt. I don't want you don't. That's just like if you're doing that, man. That to me that's tacky. That's something that you don't do, right? And when you beat a team that's fully intact, that's been there for years, been a champion, been in all that, and no more satisfaction than that anyway. It does make it easier. You know, of course, your brain flips these things in your head. That's why I said I'm watching all this stuff. You know what I mean? But
karma's a motherfucker.
yo, I see that.
I don't wish that on the player. Because you know what? As soon as we say that, cat go down. Then what?
Right, exactly. I
All
don't
the
wish that on nobody.
We don't duck no smoke. Not the Knicks, not us. We don't duck smoke. Bring your best when you come up with me. Don't come half-ass with me. Bring your best because I want to say I beat you at your best. I don't think players think like that. I think that's, you know, listen, when you want to beat a man, you can't be beating scrubs. When you want to get to another level, there's different levels to it. You be beating the mediocre, then you're really not that good to me. See if you could beat the top dogs, and then you come holler at me. I don't want no mediocre ass whipping. I want to say, you know what? When we win, listen to me, y'all. When we beat the Cavaliers, you hear what I said? When we beat them and the Celtics, you know what I'm going to say? We beat them at their best. We ain't ducking nothing here. We ain't ducking nothing here. I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? Like I said, I hope Tatum ready. Because the boss could be feeling saying the same thing if Cat go down or Brunson go down or it's we just want to bust their ass. That's but anyway, man, I hope you get better, man. You know, it doesn't matter. Like you say, you play who in front of you. Listen, we playing without Brunson now. You know what I mean? So, you know, you just play who in front of you. That team, the team they got to play out tonight, shit, no Kyrie Irving, no Anthony Davis. Yeah, we still got to beat them though. So I do understand where Jay comes from. No matter who they are, you got to beat them. But I just want to go through them. You got to beat them. You know what I mean? So tonight we got to beat them. No Anthony Davis, no Kyrie Irving. We got to beat them tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go in there and get this win shot powers. We need to get this get to 45 and 26. Just another game on the doctrine that we did what we had to do and get another win. That'll be 2 in a row. Get us back to around 500 because we 4-6 right now in the last 10. So I'm just looking for that. That win just to get the 2 losses we had against San Antonio and Charlotte. That's the reason why I really want to see it tonight, to get them 2 games back for sure.
Yeah, that's what these games are made up for, you know what I mean? And like I said, with a little bit of rest and a little bit of Tom Thibodeau sitting down and telling you the X and O's and stuff like that, I think they're gonna fare well tonight, man. He probably hopefully he orchestrated some things for Tyler Kolek to do. I think Tyler Kolek is really going to get out there tonight. What I'm hoping for is Tyler Kolek really to get out there tonight and get 12, 14 points, you know, 6, 7 assists, 2 a steal or something like that. To, you know, stop saying the naysayers. And is it just me? I'll say it again. Don't you look a little bit more chunkier? Anyway, let's see what happens, man. He needs to get out there on the court, and this is a perfect time for him. This is a perfect scenario for him to be looked at. I mean, and considered in that circle of trust with Tom Thibodeau. And like I said, it's a big game for Payne tonight, just as well as it is for Tyler. If both of them show up, like Divine said, it's perfect evils, 2 evils, is whatever you want to call it, is perfect that we got both of these guys that are playing at that type of level now. You know what I mean? It played at that type of level. So I'm with seeing whatever comes out tonight. Like I said, I think Cat's going to have a phenomenal game tonight, and I think everybody else is going to have a pretty decent game tonight. Let's get this game over early, in my opinion, so we can see some of these two-way players and the rest of the bench get out there so we can get ready for the next game tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, Nick Yak. I'm not sure because I don't. Nick Yak. Does Dallas want the play in and want the play in? I don't know what they draft, where they at, and they draft Nick Yak. Do they got a good? Do they get a good pick, or are they eligible for that pick or whatever? I'm not sure, so I can't say what they want or not. Something tells me. I mean, you always want to go in there, but I don't know if it makes sense for them to go in there if they got a good lottery position, or they will be in a lottery, or they got a good draft pick. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure, Nick Yak. That's a good question, though. I don't know if they want to go in there, or they just say, you know what, season over. We 3 games lost, Colin behind the Trailblazers. I mean, they look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, 5 over there. What's the lottery? 1 to what? 14? Jay?
Yeah.
14, right?
Yeah.
So then, I mean, they might. I'm not sure if it's 14. Then they might want to be in a lottery. And because they can always use the lottery.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, then they can always use that lottery pick yak to make a trade if they don't want to keep the young guy. Because like I said, if they gonna re-sign Kyrie, if they re-sign him, you got Anthony Davis there. I think they might say next year with a full healthy team. You never know. So that's a good one right there. Good question, but I can't answer that for you without me doing some research, Nick. Yeah, but appreciate the question.
Well, I just want to say something about that on Nick Jagger. If it's really cool. I think that they're going for it, and this is why my own as opinion, not anything I read, nothing like that, just like the opinion. I don't think that they would Anthony Davis is supposed to be out at least another week. He came back for yesterday's game. I do believe that they're going for the playoffs. They do have, when healthy, of course. I thought when that trade came up and everybody was talking about the Lakers, I took a look at that Dallas team and I said, holy crap. Right. If this team is healthy with that starting lineup being Kyrie, Clay, PJ, Daniel Gafford, and Anthony Davis, holy crap. So, you know what? I think they are pushing for it. Only because they brought him back like a week early. That's why he's not playing. You know, he's doing the back-to-back thing too. So you know, that's what it is. Also, I want to add really quick. The other night, Kolek had a great game, which we all acknowledge. We want to see him again. He played 18 minutes. Yes, it was Washington, but he played a great game. 4 points, 8 assists, 3 steals. Great game. You know who also had a great game that day? Cameron Payne. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. So I think a lot of times, same thing happens in the music game. Same thing happens in business. Iron sharpens iron. So you watching somebody who do or is in the same position, you know, play the same position or whatever, and maybe they're friends, maybe they work out together, who knows? Or maybe they're battling for this thing. Maybe Payne knows that. And so they're both stepping up. Like Divine said, great problem to have when you have 2 players who could do it. And you know what? Don't forget this. If Shamet is not at the top of his game, he's about the same height as Deuce.
Right. Slide Deuce to the 3.
Slide Deuce to the 3, and you got, again, good problems. You know what I'm saying? Again. And so if you need some defense, maybe you bring the brother in. Maybe that's Shaman's role now. And you got all this other stuff to happen. So I think, you know, right now I'm excited, man. And I just checked everywhere under the sun. There's no Mitch talk. I believe he's just resting. And I look forward to a good game, man. A good game and a win. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to jump the gun yet. I know there's a couple minutes left, but I'm just telling you where I'm looking.
Shop out real quick. Give me your keys to the game, man. What do you think we need to do to win this thing tonight?
Push the pace, grab some rebounds. Rebounding is a key tonight for me. Tonight is a rebounding type game tonight. You know what I mean? We should try to out-rebound this team. Hit your free throws. Definitely hit your free throws when you get to the free throw line, man. We need to stay up there in the 80% range where we usually are. Hit your three-point shot. Tonight, I think a key game tonight is for the guys to get off tonight at the three-point line. I'm looking for Mikal to have about 3. I'm looking for OG to have about 3. I'm looking for Payne to have 2 or 3. I'm looking for Tyler to have 4. You know what I mean? I'm looking for Josh Hart to have 1 or 2. So I'm looking for the guys to hit shots tonight from the three-point line. Over 37% tonight. I want them to be better than 36 tonight, what I usually give out. And, of course, team basketball. Assisting the basketball tonight is key tonight against this team. Rebounding and assists. I got the New York Knicks winning tonight, 118 to 101. 118 to 101. Let's get it.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, to me tonight, pretty much piggyback off you, rebounding basketball. That's defense. Just rebound the ball. Stop them from getting the ball. Rebound the basketball. I need Cat and them to do what they do. I need our wing stop to be wing stop tonight on whoever out there. If it's Klay Thompson, then Mikal got to make it happen on that. You know what I mean? Clay the shooter. Mikal got length. All right, you know, he ain't gonna put the ball on the floor and go oofing on you. Not like that. That's not what he do. So you know his primary game is shooting. So we got to make sure that we up on Klay Thompson tonight. Get up on him. And I think we do that, and I would love to see Anunoby make it hard on Najee Marshall, but Najee Marshall got some bull in him. He got some pit bull in him. He got a little bag too. I mean, he's underrated dude out there because people don't hear him a lot because he's over there and he's all coming off the bench. But the cat can get down. I think it should be a dominant glass game tonight. Shoot 37% or more. I would love to say always stay over league average. I think we 8th in the league. I think we got 37 point something. So just do what we do. Just do what we do. Shoot out 37% or better. And that means we did what we supposed to do. That's what we had for at the season. Other than that, just Tyler Kolek, 2 threes, or 1 3, 2. I don't care how many shoot, but I got a feeling it might be a couple of threes, and some good. How would I say? Court vision out there. Keep doing what you're doing, finding these guys in their spots, making the game easy for them. To make the easy we make for Mikal and them, the better is. So that's why Kolek is that essential guy in a sense, because he makes the game easier for a lot of guys. Because he know where to find them in their spots, and all that good stuff. So I think that's going to be big tonight. 29 assists as usual. Just get our numbers, ladies and gentlemen. We get our numbers, we beat them tonight. We rank 5th in offense. They rank
11th, was it?
11th. We rank 13th. They rank 19th. Get our numbers, keep them to their numbers. We win the game. I think we do that, man. I think we go out there tonight and Chop Powell. I'm gonna go out there to say tonight it's gonna be without Mitchell Robinson out there tonight, without Deuce McBride out there. We're losing a lot of defense out there tonight. I'm gonna go New York Knicks 117 or 105. 117, 105.
Interesting. I think assists and confidence is a big deal tonight. Confidence from the people from that second unit, the people who are the ancillary players, the Koleks, these other people who might come in and that. I want to see stuff like if Kolek missed the first one, take another. And I want to see a lot of talking. I want people to encourage him to do it. Yo, take another. Here's the ball. I think there's going to be a great amount of assists. I think we're going to hit over 35, maybe 40 assists. I really believe that assists is going to be a big deal for us. And I look for Cat to have an explosive night. And there's no reason why Mikal can't lock down lock NOG do the lockdown. There's no reason why they can't do it. So yeah, I think we're gonna hit as a team at least. I'm gonna go with like 10 threes at least tonight. I'm going with 10 threes. Okay. So that's my keys to the game, and I guess my score is gonna be 412. No, my score is gonna be legitimately. I really believe that we're gonna really zone in on defense. So I feel like we're gonna it's gonna be like a 114-95 game. 114-95 New York Knicks.
Let's get it. Well, listen, man, the only game on the doctor, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Spurs and Pistons right now, 18-14 in Detroit over the San Antonio Spurs. Just Pistons and Spurs. Cleveland don't matter. Heat and Warriors don't matter. The only game really that's relevant for us is the Pistons, but they're not going to catch us either, I don't think. So tomorrow, though, we got a game tomorrow, and the Pacers play the Lakers tomorrow. So that's going to be a pretty good one. There's Suns and Celtics. But listen, man, thanks everybody for coming in. Thank you for the super chats, Brian Acasa, NYC B-Ball, man. Thank you all you guys for your support and everybody who always support, man. Salute the whole chat. That's where it's at. Salute to everybody in the building. Paris, Andaya, D. Ross, JM3, 3000 was good. Rasul, Nick Yak, you name it, you claim it. Dub, Fresh, everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Chris Rowe. Chris Rowe got 119.91 on his score. Let me see if I can run him up. I don't want to leave nobody out later, but sorry about that, guys, real quick. Chris Rowe got 119.91. Fabian got 113.98. Salute, Fabe. Who else is that? That's it. Yeah, but yeah, then I think Andaz had one earlier. I know Nick Yak had one earlier. I must have missed it. I think he said I didn't want to leave it out there, Nick Yak. I apologize. I know you said it early in the show though. But anyway, I apologize for that. But yeah, man, Shot Powers, Divine, Jay Choden, Mr. Culinary on the building, man, in the kitchen cooking like with the pot. You already know, man. We see you guys on the other side of the show, man. We see you tomorrow, man. It's a back-to-back. So we talk about this game here tonight, and then we also get ready for the game tomorrow. Until then, y'all guys, enjoy the show. You already know Knicks Real Talk, Divine, Shot Power, Jay Choden, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One.
Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the Gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. Our 32nd word is bounty, Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot here, we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No cash, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera, that's the picture. Catch and snap back to the cat, so we Nick dripping. Nick feel, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, and Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. Real talk.